power is doubling every 3 years. Between 2022 and 2024, the world added a full terawatt or 1,000 megawatts of solar energy. Last year, solar accounted for 61% of electrical growth in the USA, and it provided 56% of the electricity for Germany's grid. During the recent heat waves, 60% of Australia's power came from solar. Most panels that are available today are bifacial, have a 30-year linear power production guarantee, and many that were installed 40 years ago are still in use today. Despite what you may have heard, PV panels are also fully recyclable at end of life. The cost of battery storage has been falling as the technology advances, and prices have come down 60% in the last 2 years. Battery energy storage systems, known as BESS, are being installed worldwide, making intermittent power sources much more feasible. Solar makes the most sense in Saskatchewan because we literally have the highest solar energy potential in Canada. We receive the most sunlight hours in the country, specifically about 1,361 hours per year of usable light in the Regina area. Even with short winter days, the province receives ample sunlight to make solar power viable year-round. Excess energy generated on our long summer days can offset lower winter and cloudy day production through SaskPower's net metering program or by utilizing battery storage. So why use sun trackers? Mechatron's dual access sun trackers produce 40 to 60% more power than fixed mount solar panels, which means you don't need to buy as many panels or take up as much land space. This graph compares the production from fixed track solar to dual access track. For the system we installed in the Eastern Regina, we've averaged close to 50% more for the last 3 months than you would get from racking. The pedestal mounted arrays can be installed up high, requiring minimal land space and allowing for the additional production from the backside of the bifacial panels. The arrays go into snow mode at night and will respond to a sensor and tilt and dump the snow as needed.
Yeah.
Go back again.
So satisfying.
Yeah.
I've gotten rained on by them, but never snow dumped on me. I tilt and I'm standing there and it's soaked with rain. They will also, the arrays will progressively tilt to reduce wind loads. As the wind speed picks up, they go more flat for protection. The arrays use an astronomical algorithm for precise sun tracking, even when it's overcast. While there are currently no provincial incentives for solar, there is the federal program called the Green Municipal Fund, available to assist with projects that provide clean energy for municipal governments or municipally owned corporations that will cover up to 50% of costs and offer low interest loans for the rest, provided it meets their criteria. For corporations, there's also a ITC 30% tax credit and accelerated capital cost allowance.
Do you know if
Question.
do you know if like smaller businesses that tax?
I believe as long as you're incorporated. I believe so. Large commercial solar systems reduce consumption costs from the grid, eliminate demand fees associated with large peaks from pump motors, conveyors, fan starting, etc., as well as providing backup during power outages. That's me and my Tesla hat shaving the peak. Where that's happening.
I was wondering about
Battery storage systems and net metering programs that share back to the grid are used to store energy when it's not needed during the hours when the sun isn't shining. We're in the process of adding battery storage to our facility east of Regina. Yes. There we go.
Welcome to a significant milestone in the journey towards sustainable industry. We are standing at the forefront of a transformation. Here at Balzers, Canada, where a vision to operate net zero is no longer just an aspiration. It is now reality in motion. For many years, our goal has been clear: to generate enough clean energy on site to meet our entire facility's power demand. At this location, we needed roughly 150 kilowatts of continuous power to support fabrication, warehousing, offices, and all the operations that drive industrial construction and maintenance. Today, we're proud to say we are generating up to 200 kilowatts from our new solar system. We turned the system on at 10 a.m., and this morning the output is already around 175 kilowatts. Exactly what we designed and expected. On a windy Saskatchewan day like today, you'll notice the trackers tipping and tilting as wind sensors respond to gusts. That's by design. These units don't just sit rigidly, they adapt to both wind and sun. What you're witnessing is the dual-axis tracking system doing what it was built for, following the sun. In early morning, the array rises out of its stall mode, turns east, locates the sun's center, and begins its daily sweep. The curve of our power production is elegant and gradual, starting low, climbing steadily, peaking midday, then gently falling as the sun sets. That gradual curve is one of the benefits of ground-mounted dual-axis tracking rather than fixed panels. Because our trackers follow the sun so precisely, we're generating up to 60% more energy than typical fixed tilt or ground-mounted solar systems. That boost matters, not just in output, but in our return on investment and our renewable energy footprint. This accomplishment has been nearly 2 years in the making. From concept to commissioning, Ron Balzer and the team have worked tirelessly to make it happen. In partnership with Mechatron Solar, whose dual-axis gearless technology is the heart of the system, we've succeeded in bringing industrial-scale, high-yield solar to the Canadian prairies. Mechatron's gearless dual-axis tracker is a technological marvel, a design inspired by the exoskeleton of a beetle, combining an elliptical tube structure with a lattice framework to hold the panels, which means superior strength to weight, rigidity, and alignment. The drive mechanism is gearless, zero backlash, hydraulic, smooth, reliable movement, even under heavy wind or snow conditions. Mechatron reports over 99.6% uptime and a standard 20-year warranty on all components. It's that kind of robustness that convinced us this was the right system for Saskatchewan's extremes. One of the remarkable features of this system is its adaptability. The tracker can elevate to vertical positions for snow shedding or configure for ag solar or dual-use applications, meaning we're not relying on large tracts of land lying idle. If this were a cattle farm setting, for example, animals could still graze beneath elevated modules. For our facility, The small land footprint and the flexible mounting options make this solution ideal. Even in snow mode, the platform can rise to over 20 feet in height, so seasonal operations like seeding or harvest aren't interrupted. The array fits neatly into the Saskatchewan landscape without dominating it. Let's talk yield. Because the tracker uses an astronomical algorithm to calculate the sun's path, both azimuth and elevation, the system can capture optimal solar radiation even on cloudy days. Mechatron states up to 40% additional energy yield over conventional systems. And in our earlier trials, we are seeing numbers aligning with that. Today, in October, we peaked at 160 kilowatts, earlier than expected for this time of year. That's something to be... But this initiative is about more than just numbers. At Balzers Canada, our core business has always been heavy industrial contracting, fabrication, maintenance, design build. By integrating this advanced solar system into our own site, we're demonstrating that the industrial sector can lead in the energy transition. We're not waiting for someone else to act. We're doing it here and now, setting a new standard for sustainable industrial operations in Canada. What's more, Balzers Canada is the exclusive Canadian distributor of Mechatron's gearless dual-axis technology. That means the same innovation bringing power to our site can now be deployed across industrial, commercial, and municipal projects throughout Canada. We're proud that our facility is the inaugural deployment for this technology on Canadian soil, but it won't be the last. We've already begun the construction process to move our Alberta facility to the same net zero we've achieved in Saskatchewan. When you drive by our site and you see the trackers moving, tilting east in the morning, tracking the sun through the sky, tilting toward the west as the day fades, that's the system doing exactly what it's designed to do. And watching it is something special. Our prairie environment presents unique challenges: cold winters, heavy wind, snow, and extreme temperature swings. Other systems struggle under those conditions, but Mechatron's architecture is built for this. The hydraulic motion systems include continuous slip capability under strong wind loads, so that the drive mechanism can survive even hurricane-grade wind gusts without damage. The structure is certified for up to 115 miles per hour, continuous wind speed, and minus 40 degrees Celsius operating temperature. That kind of resilience gives us confidence that this investment will last many decades with minimal maintenance and maximal uptime. The installation process itself was efficient. Plug-and-play standardized modules, pre-tested equipment, quick field commissioning. The result? We launched in late summer, started producing energy yesterday, and here at the ribbon cutting we celebrate not only commissioning, but day one of our net zero operations. As the facility begins its full operations under the power of the sun, we'll be monitoring output in real time, watching the curve climb day by day, week by week, month by month. We anticipate that by year end, we will have achieved full net zero energy operations for our site. We're proud of this moment, proud of the team effort, proud of the partnership with Mechatron, proud of the vision that got us here and the future we're creating. This is more than a ribbon cutting. It's a commitment to the planet, to our community, and to a legacy of leadership in industrial sustainability. Thank you for joining us today. Thank you for sharing in this milestone. We invite you to look upward, to the sky, to the trackers, and to the promise of what we can achieve when design, purpose, and innovation align. Here at Balzers Canada, we're not simply watching the sun rise, we're following it, harnessing it, and lighting the path ahead. Balzers Canada, powered by solar, built for the future.
Does anyone have any questions?
check it out, ask questions.